So I recently got a call from a candidate who was panicking because his visa got rejected. What's worse, apparently the visa got rejected in under 15 seconds. The visa officer simply asked this candidate which university he's going to, and when he said the name, boom, a rejection was handed out. Now, going to a no-name university or a university with a bad reputation is a major reason for a visa rejection. So beware of universities that consultancies typically have tie-ups with. This is only one of the reasons, however. I can name several more. Stay tuned to this video as I list out the reasons that could lead to a potential visa rejection. So, reason number one, like I already mentioned earlier, the university that you go to plays a major role in whether your visa will be accepted or not. Understand that at the end of the day, visa officers want to know whether you will be learning something useful at that university and you'll be contributing to American companies during your OPT period using that education. If you go to a random university for a random program, it is very unlikely that you will find a full-time job that is offered by a company through traditional recruitment means, and therefore you'll have to look at methods that sort of circumvent the system. The immigration authorities want to avoid students who do that. Therefore, if you get into a very well-reputed university or a very well-reputed program, they know that you don't have to do anything illegal to get a job and you'll use the fair immigration means. So the university that you go to is a very, very important factor in your visa getting accepted. Number two, if the program that you're going to has nothing to do with your past work experience or your undergraduate degree, then it is a major red flag for visa officers. This clearly shows that there is no interest or a logical path to you pursuing these master's degrees, and therefore you are only doing it for the sake of immigration. That's how the visa officer's mind will work. Now, again, this is just a general example. Say you have an undergraduate degree in something like a biotechnology or animal sciences or a nutrition, and you get into a computer science program at a random university in the US. This is a significant red flag for admissions committees because your degree and your past experience has nothing to do with what you're going to study there. It is not convincing enough that you'll be able to cope with the curriculum at the university. And even if there are any internship opportunities on offer within that field, there's no guarantee you will be able to crack them due to a lack of prior experience. A lot of times during visa interviews, the visa officer will ask you what you're going to be studying at the university and why you want to study that particular course. If you don't have convincing answers for these, it is again a big red flag in the visa officer's mind because it shows that you haven't researched the program well enough and you're not applying there to study, you're applying there to immigrate. What is reason number three? Reason number three can do with your finances. Visa officers are always interested to know how you're going to be funding your education. If you do not have a very clear source of funding, which could be your parents or your relatives or your siblings, or an education loan or any other financial institution that is sponsoring your education, then it becomes a problem in the visa officer's mind. You should be very confident while stating how you're going to fund your education, and if they ask, you need to have the required documentation to prove that you have this funding secured. If you have an education loan, then the sanction letter would work. If your parents or your siblings or your relatives are sponsoring your education, then their bank statements and an affidavit stating that they'll support your education needs to be produced. Or if you're paying through your own bank account, your own bank statements will work as well. The fourth reason of visa rejection could be because the visa officer assumes that you're going to settle in the US in the long term. It is always wise that you show some sort of ties to your home country. What I mean by that is some sort of immovable property or your parents or any family that lives here that shows that even if you don't get a job in the US, you'd be more than happy to come back. That backing is something you have to prove, and if needed, you can state that to the visa officer. Your intent with the F1 visa is to go and study. At the most, maybe you can say that you want to use your OPT period to gain some valuable work experience and come back. But never ever state that you want to stay back in the US and earn a lot of dollars or something of that sort. This shows that you have an intent to immigrate. Even though there is a legal system through which you can make it with an H1B visa and work in the US for a very long time, it is best during the visa interview that you don't bring it up. Just say that you want to pursue the degree and come back and look for opportunities here, or at the most use the 3-year OPT extension or the 1-year OPT extension, depending on whether your degree is STEM or not, to gain some valuable experience before coming back. This is the safest method to employ. Now I know that this video is titled very negatively, right? It's about visa rejections. But here are a few tips to end this video to make sure or maximize your chances to get that visa, right? Be very certain about the program you're going to, why you are choosing to attend the program at the university, how you're going to pay for it, and your plans immediately after graduating from the program, and more or less you should be okay. Now, with all this being said, also, US visas are never a guarantee. It depends on the officer on the day. Now, even if you give all the right answers and you have everything working for you, there is a rare chance that you will get that rejection. But like I said, these situations are rare, so don't worry about them. Believe in yourself, have the answers ready, and most likely you'll be fine. Now, did you know that Gradvine students have pretty much 100% visa acceptance record? Now, that is because we suggest universities that will not put you in danger of a visa rejection in 99% of the cases. Now, if you want to get in touch with us, schedule a free consultation call on www.gradvine.com or call us on 9000 Until then, like, share, and subscribe to our channel where you'll get more such no nonsense information.